I don't care what your favorite motivational Instagrammer says, nobody wants to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Everyone that does, including myself, does so for a purpose. In this video, I wanted to talk about burnout because it's one of these cliche words that I hear all the time. And in my opinion, burnout is more of a fear than a reality for the majority of people. But in that same breath, even though it might be a little bit contradicting, I don't think you can point to anyone's situation and say they should or shouldn't be burnt out off of what you're seeing because everyone's threshold is so much different. However, I've noticed a trend where that word is almost being used as a cop-out, and a lot of people aren't pushing themselves to that threshold, so they don't even know what it feels like to get to that point. And I think that's where a lot of people go wrong. The truth about burnout is so many people have never experienced it. And in my mind, you have to go through those burnout stages in order to really push yourself to the next level. I've personally seen a lot of success from quote unquote burning out, pushing myself so hard that I really had to take my foot off of the gas. And I've seen a lot of benefits from doing that. I don't care what anybody tells you. If you wake up at 3:30 in the morning, you're gonna pay for it at 2 in the afternoon. It never fails. But it feels great when you're awake, especially when you can make it to work by 6:30 and start the day off right. Now, I am not saying go out and make yourself miserable on purpose, but what I'm saying is burnout is typically a side effect of pushing yourself to the limit. And if you don't do that, you're probably not reaching your full potential. You just have to be self-aware enough or have good enough people around you to let you know when you do hit that point, because you will start to see diminishing returns in your productivity. That is inevitable. You know, I really think the reason I have so much trouble recording after work is because I'm such an introverted person, and after I'm talking to customers all day, I come home and I'm like, one, I don't want to say anything, and two, is like, what do I say? So as much as I love you guys, sometimes I just got nothing. So I know for the majority of people out there, they're done working at 5 p.m. or whatever time that might be. But for a lot of us, like myself, you know, that's just when we're getting started for the second half of the day, whether it's an extension of my sales career or I'm getting into some content creation or YouTube work. But for the last 4 or 5 years, I would say I've worked 7 days a week and I've worked every evening. It's just part of what I do now. It's part of me as a person. And that's no badge of honor. I don't do it so I can talk about how hard I grind on Instagram. I do this because I want to provide a better life for myself and my family, and I have very, very big ambitions, so I try to maximize my days. But I'm definitely not trying to say that my way of living is right. It has many downfalls and sacrifices. I am hardwired this way, but I am doing this for the betterment of my future and not planning to do it for my entire life. In conclusion, I feel that never burning out is more of a risk than actually doing so, as long as you have the ability to adjust when that time comes.
Like what's wrong with me? So I actually went in my mom's room one night to just, talk to her. And I walked in her room, I'll never forget finding her in her chair in the fetal position. And then years later, she would tell me that, she couldn't sleep in her bed.
The work day is finally over. It is 6:18 at night. How do I know that? Because I got this fancy watch on my wrist. And I wanted to give a shout out to the sponsor of today's video, Movement. That was very, very slick, wasn't it? So you guys know I've been working with Movement for a while and I love their products. They have a watch for every single occasion. I wear this one to work almost every day. I have a few watches that I wear specifically on the weekends. And the best part is they're right around $100. So they look a lot more expensive than they actually are, which is the best part. You can go out, people think you're a big baller, they ask you what you do and you tell them, and then they're a little bit underwhelmed, but that's besides the point. And in addition to them already being very affordable, you can save an additional 15% using Travis at checkout, and you get free shipping and free returns. It's movement.com/Travis. I'm gonna leave that one linked down below. But all in all, for all the years I've been wearing them, I've never had any issues. I wear their sunglasses as well, as you guys have seen in other videos. I don't think I need to put those on right now. but Movement Watches, big thank you to them. Okay, don't laugh guys, but this is what I call the poverty salad. So I've got a bag of lettuce with hot sauce, mustard, Himalayan salt, and organic garlic. I know, not the most gourmet thing ever, but just hear me out here, okay? And then I'm gonna add banana peppers and 90-10 ground beef. And this is what it's gonna look like. Honestly, it could be a lot worse. Cut me some slack. I don't have a lot of food in the house. I live alone, you know. What do y'all expect? Happy Saturday, guys. I'm a little bit sad because it's so gray and rainy and cold outside, and my mood is so dependent on the weather. It's kind of a bummer, man, but I am bound and determined to make this an amazing day. You guys really missed my exciting Friday night. I went to the grocery and picked out all of these foods for a video that I'm gonna shoot today. It's gonna be store brand versus name brand foods, and it was actually recommended in the comment section, so I appreciate you guys for hooking it up. It's gonna be a pretty fun video, I think. We'll see how it goes. So because I do work full time, I try to get a week ahead on videos. So tomorrow is Sunday, for example. Ideally, I would already have a Wednesday and Sunday's video done. Unfortunately, that is not the case. Today is Wednesday's video. I just got a little bit behind, so I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna record 2 videos today. We're gonna get back on track. Go ahead, judge me. Hey, cost money, but this love so ridiculous, guys. I'm almost 30 years old, and these are the things that I'm sitting at home alone doing in my living room. But I wouldn't have it any other way. And that's the other thing about this is I don't want this to all seem like work to you guys, because I actually enjoy making YouTube videos. I really do. I enjoy interacting with all of you. So it's a lot of fun. And when I do make videos, I try to reverse engineer them. So I take the thumbnail picture, I have the title already in mind, and then I will shoot it to try to make it all come together very well. We still chase dead presidents. Pre-workout meal, we are going to have our vanilla cake oatmeal. Just look at this. It's so dense. It is so delicious. It worked really well for me last week when I had a big workout, so I'm just going to stick with it. I'm listening to this book by David Goggins that you guys heard earlier in the video. So freaking good, man. This guy is intense and great storytelling. I would highly encourage you guys to check this one out. Obviously, Peace Sign Select Cafe protein for your pre-workout needs. Promise myself that tonight I'm going to finish my taxes. And I don't even do my taxes. I just gather everything to send to my CPA, and it's still so much work. I need to get more organized. It's just with this YouTube thing, I spend so much money, guys. How much I spend? Over $15,000 on YouTube this year. All right, dinner tonight actually looks pretty amazing. I need to get some protein in, so I got about a ½ pound of chicken tenderloins, green beans, and then I've got this gluten-free hippie bread, which I've been trying to keep out the gluten as much as possible. If you guys saw that video where I ate like my girlfriend, it was a very successful week of eating. I felt amazing, but this bread, it doesn't taste the best. It's okay, you know, it gets the job done. So I'm gonna make a sandwich right there, and that is going to be my dinner. It's kind of funny that I mentioned cutting out gluten in this video, considering about 2 hours ago I made that other video where I was trying the store brand versus name brand foods, and needless to say, there was a lot of gluten going in my body. Let me know if you guys have any predictions down below. Who won in which foods? I will tell you, I was a little bit surprised by some of the outcomes. Okay guys, I'm gonna finish editing this video, start editing the next, and that is how I'm going to be finishing my night. Let me know what you all thought of the topic of the video. I've been trying to switch things up a little bit. I'm very, very happy with the way that this channel is currently going. So thank you all so much for showing so much support. And you know, I guess a few months ago, or I guess over the past year, and my channel started doing really poorly. You know, my views were down, my subscribers were down. Everything was just, it was not going well. I think that's when most people would quit. I've always described myself as stupidly persistent, like only a stupid idiot, not really, but always someone that's just like bound and determined would keep on going at this point. I mean, I've been doing this for years and years and years, and even when things were not looking good, we kept on going because you guys are awesome. So I truly, truly do appreciate you. Thank you all so much for taking the time out of your day to watch. You could have been doing anything in the entire world, and you chose to spend a few minutes with me. That's pretty awesome. I look forward to talking to you guys next time.